Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new, my name is Courtney. If you are returning, welcome back. Shout out to everybody over on Patreon. And if you guys are watching with military affiliation, thank you so much for your service. So we're going to get into episodes 11 and 12 titled Friday's Child and the Deadly Years. And y'all know me, I don't waste time. So we're just going to jump straight on into it. And I hope you guys enjoy my reaction.
They're quite large. 7 feet tall is not unusual. Make no mistake, they can be highly dangerous.
What in the world is that?
They can make it almost as effective against a man as a phaser.
Oh.
How long were you stationed on the planet, Doctor?
Only a few months. They believe that only the strong should survive.
Oh, wow.
Once they've got it into their heads we're showing force, you can forget them signing any mining treaty.
Ah, that's what this is about.
You're in command.
Yay!
While we're negotiating down there, we don't want the Enterprise to become an incident up here.
These are some interesting outfits. All right, our usual suspects, +1.
A Klingon!
Why? Well, I guess he didn't get the memo before they beamed down.
But we have discovered a Klingon agent has preceded us to the planet.
Oh, yes.
Discovery which has cost the life of one of my crewmen.
Well, he did not last long.
He was young and inexperienced.
Well, yeah, clearly.
And he has freely handed us his weapons and other devices.
Technically, they didn't even get a chance to do all that because the young man freaked out.
Let me call my ship and inform them.
Down an attack upon their village.
Don't interrupt.
Will you hand us your weapons?
But is the communicator really considered a weapon? Like, I understand the phaser, but oh well. Their outfits are just so silly looking.
We violated no customs. Perhaps you'll explain to me why one of my men is dead.
I mean, he attacked.
And if there's a Klingon down here, there might be a Klingon ship up there somewhere.
That's a good point.
It's just at the edge of our sensor range, sir.
You think it's a Klingon ship?
Who else would be playing cat and mouse with a starship?
Good point.
No need to call a captain yet.
But something tells me there's going to be a need to call him eventually.
Bones.
I'm sorry.
Yes, Captain?
I shouldn't have chewed you out. I'm sorry.
Knew that was going to happen eventually.
Inefficient, however. Emotion, Captain.
Yes, you're quite right.
Yes, Mr. Spock, we know. Stay focused. Captain Kirk, stay focused.
Jump.
What?
If you touch it, her nearest male relative will have to try to kill you,
Wait, what?
offering you a chance for combat. They consider it more pleasurable than love.
Well, that's interesting.
It would appear, Captain, that he finds you a disappointment.
Oh well, we already have enough to deal with.
I am the Ti'ur Aka'ar,
Well, hello.
and this is Eliane, a young wife to give an old man a son.
The sight of death frightens them.
Let me take this, John.
Yeah, let him.
What the Klingon has said is unimportant, and we do not hear his words. I just called the Klingon a liar.
Yeah, I caught that.
It is I who speak for the tribe, Mob.
I speak for many, Tyr.
Ooh, tension.
We Klingons believe as you do. Earthmen have promised to teach the youth of your tribes many things. What things?
The Klingon speaks the truth.
Just stirring up unnecessary mess.
The Earthmen have different customs, but never have they lied to our people.
That's good.
Do you say you will fight me, Mob?
I was about to say, does he want power? Does he want to take him out?
Let that be your choice, Tyr.
Ooh, that means he's prepared. He's ready.
I must consider the words I have heard.
Leave him.
Yeah, something's up.
The ship's disappeared, sir. Gone out of range.
Oh, that's why it disappeared.
It sounded like a distress signal from an Earth vessel.
Oh, did they go and attack? Oh, they must have attacked that other vessel. What in the heavens is happening? I am so baffled. Has everybody lost their mind? Oh, I think I understand what's happening. Yeah. They must have a group of people on their side. Ooh.
A small scout ship, Captain. I was sent to negotiate.
Release him.
Man, your timing sucks.
Aka'ar is dead.
Wow.
I am the Tyr.
Is the new leader of the 10 tribes afraid? Let me me kill them for you.
I knew he was up to something.
I begin to like you, Earthman. And I saw fear in the Klingon's eye.
We had an agreement.
That too may change Klingon.
Ooh. He doesn't care about an agreement.
It is a distress call. It's from the SS Deirdre.
It's a freighter.
Enterprise to Captain Kurt.
Why would you...
You carry a child who would be Tyr.
I must die.
No!
Dr. McCoy, did he just become a damsel in distress? But I get it. He was with them for months, so he probably doesn't want to fight.
No man may touch the wife of a Tyr.
I was proud to obey the laws. Kill him first.
Y'all gotta remember, he's not accustomed to y'all's laws.
We are under heavy attack by Klingon vessels. Enterprise, acknowledge.
All right, Scotty, what are we about to do?
We have a distress call from a Federation ship under attack. That's where our duty lies.
Yeah, he's right.
Take us out of orbit, Mr. Sulu. Our inability to reach the landing party is strange.
Very much so. Is she okay back there?
I'm gonna fix that woman's arm. They can only kill me once for touching her.
An excellent idea.
Does Bones realize what he said? I guess so. Well, they're all on the same page.
You will not touch me.
I think we can get you safely to the ship.
To live is always desirable.
Oh, okay. Well, that was easy.
I have a right to my weapons.
Your weapon will be returned when our business is completed.
Well, we'll see if that happens.
Sensor report, Mr. Chekhov.
Negative, sir. No debris, no residual particles, no traces.
That's odd.
At best, a freighter might travel warp 2.
So is all this just a trick?
Our phasers were not to be found. We know the Capellans will eventually find us, by scent alone if necessary.
By scent? Dang.
The girl, L.E.M., hates the unborn child she is carrying.
Wow.
But I'm a doctor, and it's my tradition to care for the sick and injured.
He said, sit your tail down.
Now let me see that arm.
Well, at least she finally listened. Or maybe she's not used to, like, medicine and, yeah. She's just not used to this kind of treatment. Oh, here they come. Just checking on the little one.
I'll touch you in any way or manner that my professional judgment indicates.
I was not expecting Dr. McCoy to get slapped this many times. Or to do the slapping back.
Just as I thought. It can come any time now.
Oh, wow.
Even the women of our village cannot tell so much with a touch. Strange hand. Very soft.
I love when Mr. Spock walks in on stuff like this. Just his demeanor is great.
The walls get higher and narrower, but there is a way out.
Do you think we could create a sonic disruption with 2 of our communicators?
Give it a shot. I think it's gonna work. Any moment now? Can they hear that? Yeah, they can. Got some rumbling happening. Ooh, all right.
Well, if you don't think you're gonna handle it.
Forget it. I can do it.
Use your legs, girl, as best you can.
I'm a doctor, not an escalator. Spock, give me a hand.
No. I will allow only your touch.
Like, I get it. I want to respect her customs, but at the same time, we can move a whole lot faster if everyone was able to assist her.
A vessel doesn't just disappear.
If it were destroyed, I'd pick up debris readings of some sort.
Yeah, something.
Pull the micro tape on that distress call. I want it replayed.
Yeah, he knows something's up.
Enterprise, acknowledge.
Did you hear it? Not a general distress signal, but one aimed right at us.
Trap.
Yeah, good point.
Or it could be an authentic distress call.
Continue search pattern.
Oh, that's nifty.
How'd you arrange to touch her, Bones? Give her a happy pill?
Not a happy pill.
Right cross.
Yeah, they were just slapping each other.
Vegetation, Captain.
But we need weapons just as much as we need water, Spock.
Right.
Your child belongs to husband.
Do you want my help? Answer me.
Yes or no?
Say to yourself, the child is mine.
Yes, it's yours.
No, darling.
It's yours.
No.
This episode is something else.
It is mine. It is... Uh-oh.
Okay, well.
Fortunately, this bark has suitable tensile cohesion.
You mean it makes a good bowstring?
I believe I said that.
Yeah, you said it.
That's more like it.
What did baby look like? She's still with us? Yeah, she's... Okay. Nah. Mr. Spock, hold the head, baby.
I would
rather
not. Thank you.
McCoy, bring our child.
I'll explain later.
That should prove very interesting.
Oh, it is interesting.
We're turning back. What 5 Helm?
Now watch something happen.
Mr. Scott, another distress call from the USS Carolina.
Ignore it.
Okay, well.
Fool me once, shame on you.
Yeah.
Fool me twice, shame
on me. It was invented in Russia.
Everything was apparently invented in Russia with Mr. Chekhov. Girl! Ooh, if y'all don't do something with her. Oh, she's gonna abandon them with the child?
My patient spattered me with rocks. She's gone. I really thought she'd learn to want it.
She'll head straight to the Warriors.
I had a feeling.
That small patient in there needs you.
Sensors picking up a vessel ahead. A Klingon warship.
Not a warship.
Taking position directly in our path.
Here we go. It's always something.
USS Enterprise calling Klingon vessel. Acknowledge, please.
Yeah, but it's there.
This is the commander of the USS Enterprise. Identify yourself and your intention.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
And we'll go right down their throat if necessary. Let's see if they have the belly for it.
All right. Did someone just fall down?
Behind the rocks up there.
They must die. That is your law.
You don't have to remind him what their law is. So she didn't really get far at all.
The child is dead, Ma'ab. Do as you will with me.
The Earthmen?
Dead.
Oh.
I killed them as they slept.
It is in order.
Yeah.
She is the wife of a Tyr.
First, we'll verify her story.
Huh. Well, now they know she lied. Ooh.
Spock.
He's fine.
Here, Captain.
The cavalry doesn't come over the hill in the nick of time anymore.
If by that you mean we can't expect help from the Enterprise, I must agree.
Yeah, they're preoccupied. Oh!
There's just one thing I want.
The Klingon?
One of us must get him.
Yeah, at this point.
The next man who raises a weapon destroys all of you.
All right, y'all, he's distracted. Just get him.
Fight! Are you warriors or children?
I give you back your life. Mine is now forfeit.
Klingon!
And he's got on boots with the fur, too. I just noticed that. Well, y'all, he's gone. Yay!
Hold it there. Drop your weapons.
And McCoy just comes out with the baby.
Well, sir, we had a wee bit of a run-in with a Klingon vessel, but he had no stomach for fighting.
No, that's not the way to handle it. Here, like this.
There you go, teacher.
Uchi woochi coochie coo.
Not Uchi Wuchi.
An obscure Earth dialect, Mr. Spock. Oochie coochie coochie coo.
How the new High Tyr is actually Dr. McCoy's child.
What's that again, Mr. Spock?
Scotty.
Oochie woochie coochie coo.
Inform them that Federation mining rights on Capella have been secured by treaty.
Oh, that's good.
Leonard James Akar.
I think you're both going to be insufferably pleased with yourselves for at least a month.
I agree.
Take us out of orbit, Mr. Sulu. Ahead, warp back to warp.
So this was kind of weird. It was weird for me, but I can see some of the interesting aspects of it. So I think what might have thrown me off with this episode was the fact that she put the baby on Dr. McCoy. That threw me off just a tiny bit. Maybe, I don't know, it could have been like maybe like some cultural or custom thing where it's like the baby has to have a dad physically, you know, I don't know. We know the child got a dad, but just, I don't know. That was just a little bit odd. The slap scene That was actually a little bit funny. I mean, Dr. McCoy was just trying to do his job, just trying to help her. It would go against his oath and him being a doctor if he just pretty much let her, you know, not have the proper care that she could get in that moment. So there's that. We're going to move on from the baby. Okay. The outfits were odd, but I had already mentioned that. You know, the blonde ponytails, okay. The costume department, that's what they decided to go with. Despite everything, the parts of the episode that actually really had my attention more than anything were the parts on the Enterprise, with Scotty being in charge and then having to deal with this Klingon vessel, and then it's like they were in a trap, but then again, you never really saw much happen with the Klingon ship, even though, according to Scotty, they just kind of gave up, which isn't, and I don't think that's like the Klingons, but then again, I haven't seen them enough to really know if that's really how they operate. So, hey, I don't know. You know, it was really cool to see Mr. Spock and Captain Kirk make bows and arrows. That was cool because, I mean, they figured out, like, hey, they don't have that kind of technology here. So, from a distance, we can work with what we got. That was cool. And yeah, I don't have much for this one. I really don't. So we're just going to move on to the next one and see how that one goes. Oh, but I will say, I did catch on that one gentleman was trying to take out the original leader so that he could come into power. That was pretty obvious. And then the Klingon who was there trying to like get his hooks in people and like talking about agreements and stuff like that. You could tell by the new leader's demeanor and stuff that agreements can change. So, I mean, it's just one of those things. Good thing they were able to get everything signed in the end and everything was, everything worked out for, of course, our folks. So, with that being said, I am going to move on into the next one. Oh, we got a big group.
I had a subspace contact with a Robert Johnson, the leader of this expedition, not an hour ago. Yet there was something wrong.
So you had a gut feeling that something was up.
Check out. Check that building. Mr. Spock and I will check this one.
Don't you hate when you beam down and you can't find anybody? And why is it so dark? Oh, well, how long has he been there?
A dead man.
I hope he's still there. Oh, okay, good, he is.
Exactly what it looks like. Death by natural causes, old age.
Everybody's elderly.
I'm Robert Johnson.
Oh.
How old are you?
I am 29.
What?
I'm 27.
Have y'all looked in the mirror lately?
Can you tell me what happened?
Elaine was so beautiful.
He can hear you, Jim, but he doesn't understand.
Yeah.
And Dr. McCoy, would you fill them in?
Fill us all in.
They're growing older by the minute, much older.
It's possible that Romulans have a new weapon and are using this colony as guinea pigs.
Could be.
We'll stay in orbit until we have the answer.
Yeah, but don't cut any corners or anything. Let's make sure that we do this right.
Well, be a little less the cool, efficient captain and a little more the old friend.
Oh, y'all know each other.
6 years, 4 months, and an odd number of days.
It's crazy how all these females got the time almost to the T.
In all those years, I only heard from you once. A starground when my husband died.
Oh, there was a husband.
Captain Kirk, Mr. Spock would like to see you on the bridge.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
Standard orbit, Captain.
Maintain. Facilities at Starbase 10 are much more complete than those on board ship.
Mm-hmm.
Maintain standard orbit, Mr. Sulu. You already gave that command, sir. Well, follow it.
What in the world? Oh, is he experiencing effects from the aging?
Doctor, may I speak to you for a moment, please?
Of course, go right ahead.
Is she okay?
Well, I seem to be having a little trouble hearing.
It's gonna affect everybody.
Astronomical section reports that a comet recently passed by. Check into that.
We discussed that earlier.
Yeah, his memory's going. Ooh, I love a good mystery. Now back pain. Well, I'm in my 30s and I already experienced that a little bit. Oh, we lost him.
You did what you could.
Jed's up to absolutely nothing.
Ooh, aches and pains.
Dr. McCoy, this is Scott. May I come up and see you?
I hope y'all figured this out quickly.
Jim, I think we better run a complete physical on you.
Why?
You're aging. You're all aging.
This advanced arthritis is spreading.
I need y'all to quickly put two and two together.
Scotty.
Oh, no.
The Enterprise personnel who beamed down to the planet's surface are all showing definite signs of aging.
Looking like a cranky old man.
With the exception of Chekhov, aging at various rates.
I estimate that physically we each have less than a week to live.
Oof.
We will be little better than mental vegetables in a considerably lesser time.
Wow.
I'm having difficulty concentrating, which is most disturbing.
That is very, disturbing.
Are perfectly healthy. That is, for any normal Vulcan on the high side of 100.
On the high side of 100.
But I go back to the station.
You feel up to it, Scotty?
Of course I do.
I really hope y'all don't have a serious emergency in this episode. I mean, this is a serious emergency, but like y'all don't get attacked. Cause jeez.
Lieutenant Galway.
What? You spoke to me, Doctor.
Oh dear.
If I sleep, what will I find when I wake up?
Start your duties.
Thank you, sir.
Aw, poor thing.
She's 10 years younger than I am. She's...
He said that it's affecting y'all at various rates.
All right, nurse, prepare Chekhov for another complete physical.
Carbohydrate compounds.
Well, then try that, Dr. Wallace. Try anything, but do it quickly.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, she doesn't seem very, she doesn't have a sense of urgency. Like, why are you still standing there?
We both go in the same direction.
Girl, now's not the time to flirt.
Once we find the proper line of research, it's only logical we find a solution.
Sound like my first officer.
I was just about to say that, too.
When I married Theodore Wallace, I thought I was over you. I was wrong.
Girl, the longer you stand here, the more he's gonna age.
How much older is your husband?
26 years.
Wow.
What are you offering me, Jan? Love or a going away present?
Great question.
A little one, Herr Chekhov. Take off your shirt, Chekhov.
You're a guinea pig, my man.
If I live long enough, I'm going to run out of samples.
Reach orbit to 20,000 perigee, Mr. Sulu.
They're looking at him like, what has happened to you?
Will you sign, sir?
You have a reason for being on the bridge, Commodore Stalker?
If I may say so, sir, we have a due date at Starbase 10.
Say Starbase 10 one more time in this episode.
I want to do something to help.
I'll send a message to Starbase 10.
You sent such a message this morning.
Oh, well darn.
I gave it to you, sir, and you signed it.
If I had signed it, I wouldn't ask for it, now would I?
This is hard to watch. Totally random, but I do miss Yeoman Rand. I liked her. He's taking a nap, y'all.
I believe it. Smart, I was just thinking.
No, you were sleeping.
The orbit of Gamma Hydra 4 carried the planet directly through the comet's trail. Undetected radiation appeared.
Uh-huh.
And due to the proximity of the Romulans, better use code 2.
The Romulans have broken code 2.
Then use code 3. Increase orbit to 20,000 mile perigee.
Another 20,000, Captain?
I fail to understand why each one of my commands is being questioned.
He doesn't realize.
Orbiting at 20,000, sir.
Yeah.
Maintain.
Maintaining, sir.
I've adjusted the environment in my quarters to 125 degrees.
Woo.
I see I'm not going to be making any house calls on you.
I wondered if perhaps there was something which could lower my sensitivity to cold.
I'm not a magician, Spock. Just an old country doctor.
Yeah, and your accent's coming out stronger and stronger.
Mr. Spock, a starship can function with a chief engineer, a chief medical officer, even a first officer under physical power.
But all of y'all are almost out of commission.
I would like you to take over command of the Enterprise.
At least for now.
On what grounds, Commodore? On the grounds that the captain, because of his affliction.
His mental capacity is not there.
I am not fit for command. Well, if you are not, with your Vulcan physique, then obviously Captain Kirk cannot be.
Right.
As second in command of the Enterprise, you must convene an extraordinary competency hearing.
Mr. Spock's logic is dwindling.
Hearing shall convene at 1400 hours.
Because it would have been logical for him to say, yeah, the captain's worse off than me, so I'll take over. Oh, no. Is she dead?
She's dead.
I cannot.
How long have we got, Bones?
Matter of days, perhaps hours.
That's a shame.
I am the captain of this ship, and I'm totally capable of commanding her.
Unfortunately, you are not.
Did he order you to increase orbit? Yes, sir. Do not several minutes later repeat that order.
He did not.
His line delivery right there was funny.
Captain Kirk repeated his order.
Sir, he had more important things on his mind. The president.
You have to give yes or no.
He forgot he'd signed it.
I'm going to have some things I definitely need to touch on at the end of this.
Oh, yes, but he changed it to code 3.
After you reminded him that the Romulans had broken Code 2.
You had to remind him.
Yes.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Several hours ago, at the request of this board, you ran a complete physical examination.
Oh, Scotty.
Subject's physical age between 60 and 72.
I'm 34 years old.
Is not his mental capacity degenerating even more rapidly?
Yes.
Do you agree with it, Doctor?
Yes.
Well, there you have it. I mean, all of this is going on the record. I'm trying to be fair, but they need to be finding a solution.
I refuse to leave Gamma Hydra 2.
Huh?
Gamma Hydra 4, Captain.
Oh.
Trying to relieve a captain of his command is, well, that's...
This is just frustrating me for a different reason.
I'll show you what I'm capable of. There's nothing wrong with my memory. We're in orbit around Gamma Hydra 2, right?
4.
Anyhow, it doesn't matter. Ask me anything. Anything.
This is like dealing with an elder who's going through dementia.
I'll be in my quarters, awaiting a decision.
It is so hard seeing someone elderly go through that kind of stuff.
I am forced by regulations to assume command.
Sir, you have never commanded a starship.
Oh, he has never?
Set a direct course for Starbase 10, Warp 5.
Across the neutral zone?
Oh boy, he doesn't know what he's doing. Well, we got bad news, man.
Oh. I've been relieved. You wanted command all along.
Wow. You should probably wait and hear him out.
If you're not in command, who is?
Commodore Stocker.
Stocker? He's never had a field command. You traitorous.
That's the aging talking.
Stab me in the back the first chance you get. Spock.
I was going to mention this in my final thoughts, but the acting is just... it's extra good in this one.
I never want to have to look at you again. Tell me. Am I getting home?
Be honest.
What about Chekhov?
Nothing.
Bones, there has to be. There has to be.
Yeah, he's the key.
He left us for a few moments.
Yeah, he went in the building by himself.
He was scared. He saw the dead body.
So, being terrified?
Adrenaline froze. Adrenal activity.
Okay.
Perhaps a sufficiently efficacious compound could be developed.
Yeah, because one of y'all is about to go in a moment.
Entering Romulan neutral zone, sir.
Oh, this is a hot mess. Wow.
I think we just made contact, sir. Engineering wants instructions, sir.
He doesn't know what orders to give. Incoming.
Commodore.
That's just terrible.
Let me go.
Nurse.
Jim,
Nurse.
Jim, easy, Josh.
We're under attack. I have to go.
We all know we're under attack.
If I could talk to them, explain to them why we violated the neutral zone.
Wouldn't it have made more sense to stay out of the neutral zone and then contact them?
Lieutenant Hoover is right, sir. We tangled with them before.
Oh, yes, we have.
No, my ship. My ship.
Hang on to that.
It could cure or kill.
We don't have time. Just do it.
I'll take the first shot.
You can't.
How long do you think this ship can take the pounding?
Yes. Look, just give it to someone.
Jim, it could kill you.
I'll die anyway. Do it.
I'm tired of the stalling. Just do it. Ma'am!
Quickly.
Get to getting. He's fine.
Sir, they fired another.
He doesn't know what to do, you guys.
The aging process has stopped. His bodily functions are getting stronger.
Fantastic.
Opinion, Mr. Sulu.
Opinion?
Well, then we have no alternative but to surrender.
The Romulans do not take captives.
He does not know a dang blasted thing.
We're losing power, sir.
What am I going to do?
Yay!
I want the warp drive engines on full standby. Kirk out.
Yep, show him how it's done.
Code 2. We'll implement the struct order using Cobromite device recently installed.
Smart, smart, smart.
Explosion will take place in 1 minute. Speed, warp factor 8.
All right.
Romulans giving ground, Captain. Obviously, they tapped in as you expected them to.
Good.
Warp factor 8, now.
Basically, hang on. Good.
Heading for Starbase 10.
If I may say so, Captain, I am now quite aware of what a starship can do. with the right man at the helm.
Okay, that was very nice.
You looking good, Doc?
Feeling fine, so is Scotty.
I am quite ready now.
I thought you might like to know that I've removed all the breakables from sickbay.
Ha, funny.
Well, gentlemen, all in all, an experience we'll remember in our old age.
Huh.
Take over, Mr. Sulu. Steady as she goes.
Steady as she goes, Captain.
I thought I said that.
He has to be joking. I definitely enjoyed this one more than I did the very first episode I reacted to in this video. Now, again, there's a lot that I want to say, and we'll just start off here. The acting in this, everybody can act extremely well. But the acting in this one, they did, it was just great. It was excellent. I'm sure they had a lot of fun with it, you know, portraying older folks and stuff like that. But it really does put into perspective what people really go through when they're going through dementia. When they become older and they are forgetful, and just, I love how they portrayed the frustration that they feel when it's like, what are you talking about? I didn't tell you that. I just told you that now. And then they just keep forgetting, and just, you got to give them grace and understanding in those moments, because they don't realize, they really honestly think that they didn't tell you what they've already told you. So, you know, I think that they portrayed that extremely, extremely well. Shout out to the people who did the makeup for them, because they look great. Now, Mr. Spock, I like what they did with him. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the way that it came across to me, that he was aging in a way that was affecting his logic. He mentioned that he's not able to like think and process as quickly as he does when he's 100% healthy and not going through all this. But you could just tell, because it's like, logically, Captain Kirk is not mentally there. He's aging way faster than you. Yes, you are aging just like him, but you're aging way slower. So if you took command while we still try to figure this out, it would have prevented the hearing that happened. It would have prevented the Commodore from taking over, who, when they said that this man had never had experience with a starship, I was too through. I was too through. What the heck, dude? I mean, and going through the neutral zone with the Romulans? That was just a recipe for a disaster. And the Romulans were like, all right, it's on site. You breached the neutral zone. We got you. So makes perfect sense, too, that happened. And for him to not even be able to give a single command, I was just kind of like, because I was a little confused, because when we talk about rank in Star Trek, again, I was always under the impression that once you hit the rank of Commodore, you had experience with the starship, because remember, Commodore Decker, excellent. Oh gosh, that episode was so good. But anyway, focus on this episode. With Commodore Decker, he was the starship commander for the Constellation. So I'm thinking, oh, you know, you have captain, then you have Commodore. So Commodore is above the captain. And yeah, so I was under the impression that in order to reach the rank of Commodore, you had to be a starship captain first. But apparently that's not the case. So I just learned something new with this episode. I can only imagine the amount of internal stress that the crew had on the bridge dealing with all of that. Because, I mean, don't get me wrong, they looked concerned, but I mean, I just couldn't imagine having to be in that situation with the Romulans, and the person who is in charge, the person who's in command, does not know what they're doing. But I get it. You got to follow regulations, and that person is in charge, and you just got to follow everything that they're doing, or in this case, everything that they're not doing. I'm not even going to like touch on the lady that was flirting with Captain Kirk. That whole exchange, it didn't really do much for me. So we're just going to move past that. Loved hearing Dr. McCoy's accent coming out stronger and stronger, like the more he aged. That was cool to see. Because I kept thinking to myself, like, what did Chekhov do in order to not age? Like, I kept thinking about it. I was like, the only thing I can think of for me, I didn't say it out loud, but I'm going to say it right now, is that he went into the building and the light came on before he saw, the dead body. So I was like, did it have something to do with the light? Because we already had that one episode where with the with the egg-shaped aliens where, strong light killed them. So I was thinking maybe it has something to do with the light, but no, that didn't make any sense because the rest of the group came in and the lights came on then too. I didn't even think that his adrenaline kicking in caused him to not age. Like, that completely did not. I couldn't figure it out in this episode, y'all. So my hat's off to them on that one. This was good. I liked it. Between the two, I like this one. This one was very, very nice. However, I do have one little, I won't call it a critique. I'll call it a question. Maybe I'll notice this when I go into editing, and obviously my Patreon folks will point stuff out to me too. But if the adrenaline was the reason why Chekhov didn't start aging, but everybody was exposed, why didn't it affect the rest of the folks on the Enterprise? I think that's the one thing that I'm a little bit confused about. And it just hit me as I was sitting here talking, like, wait, why didn't it affect everybody else if these folks were already, I'll say, infected? I don't know. It's Star Trek. Everything doesn't have to have an answer. Everything does not have to have one. I enjoyed this. This was good. To my lovely YouTube family, hopefully you guys enjoyed my reaction to these two, and I will see you guys in the next two. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you guys know whenever I upload another video. So I'll catch you guys in whichever video you decide to watch. Take care.